I've got a really simple exercise for you guys this week. It's going to make a big difference to your sound, to your breath control, and it's going to make a big difference to how good you sound when you play in a horn section. It's dead easy, but just before we get into that, make sure you've taken advantage of my free gift, which is the Saxophone Success Masterclass. The link is right there on the screen now, and you can also find the link in the description. There's a bunch of really cool stuff to really bring your saxophone playing forward, improve your practice routine, improve your improvising, and just, transform your playing pretty quick if you follow it. So follow the link in the description and help yourself. So here's the exercise. It's dead easy. You're just going to take one note. You're going to start as quiet as you can, and then you're going to get as loud as you can, and then taper back to as quiet as you can, all in one breath. So it's volume swells from nothing to maximum to nothing. Now, devil's in the detail here. So when you start doing it, I want you to try and go from nothing through to the loudest noise that you can possibly make. Now, I want that noise to be pretty horrible at first. I want you to try and blow the saxophone apart because we're going for extremes. It's not the tone you're going to use every day. Just remember that. It's an exercise. So here's what it looks like. Now, what you want to do is choose a few different notes all across different ranges of the instrument. So first of all, here's the here's the wild version that we're going to gradually tame. So here's a little demo of what I mean. Now, typically, what you'll find is that you might have a few false starts. When you try and get your note going, it kind of like nothing, bah, and your note kicks in. It kind of coughs and splutters into life. Rather than going from nothing to a kind of breathy whisper and appear, it will quite likely just, bah. And that's the whole point of the exercise, to try and eliminate those jerks when the note comes in. The other thing you might find is that when you blow that really loud bit, the pitch is going to dip down flat. For the moment, that's all right, okay? Just don't worry about it. It's not a tuning exercise yet. You're going to just blow it wild, and if it goes flat, and if it goes crazy, and if it splits down the octave, all fair in love and war, okay? What we're going to do now is we're going to refine that. So don't get to the point where the sound gets completely annihilated, but still try and bring it in from nothing to smoothly in. So we're going to rein it in a little bit. And also, when you got that really, if it feels like it's going flat, try and use your larynx subtly to keep that pitch up a little bit. And it's okay to use a tuner if you want to make sure that you're banging tuning these. So here's the slightly more posh, refined version of this exercise. Right, awesome. Now, for the final twist, we're going to add one more thing to this little drill, and that is a very loud sforzando piano, highly accented note at the beginning. Now, this is going to replicate what happens in horn sections a lot, which is you hit the note really hard, you instantly bring your volume back to almost nothing, and then you swell through. Now, when you're playing in a horn section, you'll typically have a cut-off, and you'll swell through, and you'll tongue stop dead on a specific beat. But we are still going to swell and then taper down. Now, you'll find this exercise described by Nigel Hitchcock, who did an awesome guest session for us in the Inner Circle membership. So if you want to check out the Inner Circle membership, which I would highly recommend, especially seeing as you can experience it for free for 7 days, go and check out the link you can see there now, or click the link in the description. All right, here's the demo of the Sforzando piano bump at the front and then swell. Let's call this bump and swells. Here's an example of bump and swells. Now, what you're going to find if you practice this over time is that your tone is going to have more extremes on the quiet side and more extremes on the loud side. And when you really try and blow that loud sound, you get all those harmonics opening up, and you might find that, well, you will find that your mezzo forte tone will be much richer and fuller. You'll have better breath control, you'll have more intonation control, and brass players in horn sections are going to start loving you because you're going to get that real shaping, which is really going to make them sound good. Okay, so that's the benefits. That's all we've got time for this week. I hope it's been a useful exercise that you can just work into your daily warm-up. Remember, there's the free Saxophone Success Masterclass, the link of which is on screen now, and you can click in the description. And as always, until next week, where I've got some more golden saxophone nuggets for you. Practice hard, practice smart, and enjoy your music. Take it easy. So, let's steam straight into... No, we're not going to steam straight into it.